RTÉ, supporting Irish horticulture and proud sponsors of Homegrown.
In a small corner of Drogheda lies Townley Hall. This is the weekend retreat of the School of Philosophy and Economic Science, Ireland. And they have embarked on a project that would touch the lives of many. They decided to set up a garden, and not just any garden, but one that would grow food exclusively for those in need. So in this story, I want to explore the concept of gardening for a good cause and how this has helped and impacted not only the students here at Townley Hall, but also families all over the country. I want to talk with School Administrator Rosemary to find out about how the school got involved in a unique garden project like this.
So a couple of years ago, Food Cloud gave out a request for fresh food, which they could not get access to. So a number of students got together. We then began to look at what we would do. So we would develop the walled garden and we would attempt to do organic growing. For the school, I think we're delighted that the land has been used in such a way. It's only the beginning, so there's a lot more can happen.
This garden at the School of Philosophy and Economic Science is not just a project, it's a vision.
Really? Got the hang of that.
They're living it and becoming gardeners under the guidance of one lady, Hilda Crampton.
This here thing's called a gridder.
To practically make this happen on the ground takes a lot of hands. Like, how do you manage that?
We plan the rotations. We plan, say, which plot the potatoes are going to be or which plot the carrots are going to be. It is really basic bread and butter type carrots, potatoes, turnips, onions, those sort of crops that are really in most need.
And in your opinion, Hilda, what are the main benefits and why? Why do this?
It's not people growing things for themselves, it's growing for donation. But that also includes the gardeners and, of course, the benefits for the gardeners. It has a bonding or a unity as well. You know, you realise that just a group is so much bigger and so much more important than just the individual as well.
The students work tirelessly, often staying late into the evening. Their hands dirty, but their spirits high. The garden operates all year round, producing approximately 200 kilograms of vegetables weekly, including cabbage, tomatoes, beetroot, onions, and much more. So how do they manage to grow at this scale?
Well, basically, Food Cloud tell us what they want because they know what their customers want. And then Hilda will draw up a list of tasks that need to be completed, and we get through as many of the tasks that we need to. And you never know who's going to turn up, how many will turn up each week, but somehow or other, over the course of time, we just get enough. You might be short one week, then we'll get an excess the next week and we'll catch up.
Do you find this a rewarding environment to be part of?
Incredibly rewarding because it's a community. And the fact that the output is going to Food Cloud is fantastic. So I'm not in it for myself. I don't get anything out of it apart from the satisfaction of being here on a Saturday. But that satisfaction is more than sufficient.
I think when I started, I was doing it quite selfishly almost. I was in it for myself. I wanted to learn about gardening and I wanted to improve my own skills. But then kind of the more I got into it, I started to see the bigger picture in it. You know, it's so lovely to be part of such a communal, giving back kind of service.
It's hard to express, actually, but when you step over the threshold and get involved, there's something uplifting, fulfilling about this, where there's nothing really in it for yourself. It's done selflessly, and at the same time you get everything. Which you can't buy, you know.
Every week, fresh fruits and vegetables are harvested by the students, and it's always one of the best days of the week here, I'm told.
Okay, everybody, the van is here. We're going to load. So we're going to make a human chain, and each of us lift one of the crates, pass it on to the next person.
And from your small space in the walled garden, how far is the reach of all these vegetables?
From what I understand is we've produced nearly 5 tonne of organic fresh food over the last 2 years to Food Cloud, which is the equivalent of about 12,000 meals. And that has gone out to what I understand to be 49 charities.
The produce grown here doesn't stay here. It travels to Food Cloud, an Irish non-profit charity, and I'm interested in finding out how it is used.
So quite often families, if they're attending to a community service or a community centre for food, may not be able to afford fresh fruit and vegetables, or certainly wouldn't be able to afford it on a very frequent basis. So when we can get produce from Townley Hall, such as this, it's an incredible offering for us to be able to pass on to families to just widen the base and the diversity and the nutritional value of the meals that they are receiving.
So guys, we're done for today. That was a mammoth harvest. So look, at a round of applause for everybody. You're fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
The hope here is that in years to come, the garden and their partnership with Food Cloud will continue to thrive, tended by new generations of students and volunteers who carried forward the legacy of giving.
Bord Bia, supporting Irish horticulture and proud sponsors of Homegrown.